If you want to be able to take full advantage of features in Xero such as customer statements, invoice reminders, and customer credit limits, you really need to make sure that your reconciliations are up to date. And by that, I mean that money coming in from customers is matched up against the sales invoices. So here's how we do it. If we click on Reconcile on the bank account, here we'll see the transactions that have been fed through from the bank statement on the left-hand side, and the option to match them to transactions or create transactions from them in Xero. The amount on the bank statement matches to an invoice, Xero will automatically suggest it as a match. But you need to be careful with this because it only matches it based on the amounts. So if it's not the same customer, you could end up matching the payment against the wrong invoice. So over here we've got Ridgeway University who paid $6,187.50, and they've kindly put the invoice number in the reference, so it makes it fairly easy for us. So we'll just click OK on that. If we scroll down a little bit further, we can see that City Limousines has paid us £100, and it says it's part payment towards invoice number 0017. So we click on match. We'll search for City Limousines. If it's a foreign currency, we'll have to uncheck that box over there. But here we can see invoice £50 owing on invoice number 0017. So we'll tick that checkbox over there, and now we're going to click split. Xero will automatically calculate the difference between the amount paid and the invoice, giving us the total remaining amount. We'll just click split over there, and now we can click OK. Over here we've had £2,000. We don't know who it's from, because if we go on to the invoices, we put them in order of name, we can see there isn't any invoices to this customer. So we're just going to put a note on the Discuss tab to come back to it later. A deposit invoice being raised. I can either click Save or Control and S and it saves it. We scroll down over here and we can find e-bank deposit for £1,000. And this is coming from Basket Case. But we can see over here that Basket Case only owes us £914.55. So they've overpaid us slightly. So what we do is we click New Transaction, Receive Money, Overpayment, put a reference in if we'd like to, so we can just put Overpayment on invoice, and then we'll put the invoice number, description, Overpayment, and Xero has automatically calculated the difference for us, and we just save that transaction, and that will sit on their account ready to be applied against the next invoice we raise to them, or we can issue them with a cash refund. And we just click Reconcile over here to complete the transaction. Now we go back to this deposit over here, and we found out that there's actually been no invoice raised. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a prepayment which will account for all the VAT, but then we'll be able to offset this against the deposit invoice that gets raised in the future. So if we click on Create and then Add Details, and where it says Direct Payment, we'll click there to drop down the menu, and we'll click Prepayment, and we'll just call it on the reference deposit, and it's already pre-populated it, the description with the details from the bank statement, which we'll use, and we'll code it to sales. Automatically accounted for the VAT on the transaction. We'll save that transaction, and we'll just need to click on OK to complete the transaction. Thanks for watching.